Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play. Miles is gonna start the last chapter of his investigation stuff. Yeah, sure. Turnabout ablaze. Oh man, that's spooky scary. Ooh, it's spooky. Oh shit, they're talking. One of the Black Raven and one of the White Raven. A country torn in two. One to the west, and another to the east. When those which are split are made whole again, the truth will reveal itself. It's the Yatagarasu! The Yatagarasu's here! You accursed Yatagarasu! Kay, you! 8 hours earlier. Okay. March 14th, 10:17 a.m. Okay. Pretty early in the morning, or taking a little brunch time tea. All right, I see you, Edgy. I see you, Edgy. It's so nice, almost dreamlike, to finally have the chance to relax and sip some tea. I mean, he do be sipping. Especially after what a whirlwind the past few days have been. On my return flight, I was dragged into a case involving an Interpol agent's murder. The next day, I investigated a kidnapping and the murder at the Gatewaterland theme park. And later that night, a detective's dead body welcomed me back to my office, along with the thief who was out to pilfer files related to a case from 10 years ago. Then I had a really long dream flashback. How did I manage to find myself in the middle of so many cases back to back? Well, at least I have today. All I ask is that I be allowed to spend it quietly. Mr. Edgeworth! I mean, it's me, Kay. I'm not Gumshoe. Hi, I really fucking got your ass. You thought I was Gumshoe. This is big, I tell you. Hey, what's wrong with you? Where's your enthusiasm? And suddenly the phrase, the fragility of dreams, comes to mind. What are you talking about, fragile dreams? Come on, let's go. The fake Yatagarasu isn't gonna find herself, you know. Well, if you must know, it's possible that I was paid a visit last night by your fake. Say, what? Unfortunately for us, the thief managed to escape. But even now, we're still looking for this criminal. I must warn you, we've only had a few hours to search so far. I must insist that you be patient on this one, Kay. What's with you today? Are you sure you aren't sleep talking to me right now? Anyway, I got something much more important I want you to see. Oh? It's this gun! Take a look at this! Yatagarasu sends card to embassy. On March 14th, I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret. That's quite a bold declaration to send to an embassy. I suppose it was inevitable that a newspaper would catch wind of this. The date the card mentions is today. Today, huh? Come on, we gotta hurry. The embassy awaits. I suppose it is quite an urgent matter. However, do you know which country's embassy we should be investigating? Well, it's some really special country and I'm actually really fuzzy on the details. But never mind that. Where's all your energy? Why are you so lackadaisical today? I'm not, Kay. You're just too wound up. Well, then you should get wound up too. Because this just might be our chance to catch that woman. You mean Miss You? The woman who killed Kay's father, Brian Faraday, several years ago. Callisto Yu. She claimed to be the great thief Yatagarasu, and then disappeared from the courtroom. She makes me so mad, the phony. Everyone knows the real Yatagarasu would never send something like a calling card. Until a company's underhanded dealings are made public, the target is always totally unaware that the Yatagarasu has paid them a visit. That's what makes the real Yatagarasu so awesome. Plus he's got 3 legs. Yatagarasu's card that's shown in this article. It looks to me as though it could be genuine. See, that's the thing. Whoever it is, that person isn't the real deal, but has knowledge of the Yatagarasu. If this isn't a clue that woman's involved, then nothing is. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, out the door you go! Wait, there are a few preparations I must make before we go. I need at least 17 more sips. There's something interesting about this card we found last night here in my office. It's of a different color than the one in the article, which makes me wonder why. Printing error. What's up? Any reason why you're boring a hole through the newspaper with your eyes? No, no reason at all. Very well, seeing as how Miss Yu is also someone of a special nature to me, I agree there's some merit to be found in investigating this. I knew you'd come around. Don't worry, I already told Gummy to be there ahead of us. Okay, 5 p.m. And we kind of jumped forward a lot. By the light of this night's glorious moon, we are ready. Ready to embark on our nightly outing. And this is where our tale begins. What a coincidence. We don't have long until this place apparently goes up in smoke, though. Who would have thought that a Steel Samurai stage show would ever be held at such an elegant theater inside a foreign embassy? Yeah, the climax is really awesome. Steel Samurai Sushi Slash! I got chills down my spine when he pulled that move out. I suppose it really is more impactful to watch a show in person than on television. I have to say, though, this embassy is set up kind of funny. I mean, they have 2 countries sharing the same building. Well, as you said yourself, this place and the countries it houses are very special. Even this theater is special in that it's a neutral zone shared by the 2 countries. So let me get this straight. The Steel Samurai show just now is being sponsored by one of the 2 countries. The one that's called the Kingdom of Alibast? It would appear the Steel Samurai is very popular in that country. Seems that way. But you know what I'm really into? The Jammin' Ninja. The Republic of Babel is sponsoring a Jammin' Ninja stage show. That's something for fangirls like me. We totally get to see that too, Mr. Edgeworth. The Jammin' Ninja show is gonna kick the Steel Samurai show's rear end. Impossible. The Steel Samurai would never lose to a battle of popularity against some Philistine called the Jammin' Ninja? What do you mean the Jammin' Ninja? Ninjas don't jam, but samurais are made of steel. Cold steel. Steel that takes lives. You know, ever since I first met this girl, I've had this inkling. And what she really wants to be is very annoying. Is not a thief, but rather a ninja. Anyway, about today's event, well, maybe that's like her advanced class. You know, you start as a thief, then you get your prestige into ninja status. Come on, Edgeworth. Are you uncultured? So anyway, about today's event, what's it called again? The Kingdom of Alabast versus the Republic of Babalal Goodwill Jubilee. The small European countries. Kingdom of A and the Republic of B. These 2 countries used to be a single entity that was abundant with nature. And it was called the Principality of Cadopia. Okay. Kingdom of A, Republic of B, Principality of C. Got it. Is everything alright, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, I'm alright. Moving on. After a period of civil unrest, the country split in two, though signs of their past remain. For example, their flags preserve the flower and butterfly motifs to this day. Kadopia, huh? The KG-8 incident, and what was referred to as the second KG-8 incident, in which an embassy staff member was murdered. Both of these cases were related to the Principality of Kadopia. In the 7 years that have passed, our country may have split in two. However, the Yanagrasu still sent a calling card here. What could it all mean? Mr. Edgeworth, I know you're thinking about something. Excuse me. What are we talking about again? If you could stop spacing out on me. Anyway, we were talking about the Alabast versus the Babalal Goodwill Jubilee. The two countries have a pretty bad relationship with each other. But supposedly they've been trying really hard to make up recently. That's why they decided to hold this event. If that's the case, then why the verses? Also, both countries claim to own the real Prima Duck statue, a national treasure to both. They're planning to have them publicly evaluated today to see which one's the real deal. Okay, I need to remind you to take care and not succumb to your thieving desires. Well, when it comes to treasure, I can't help myself, you know that. So you better be saying that in jest. I can read your body language, you know. You've got it all wrong. Look, I'm here to do some investigating. Investigating, I tell you. Investigating the statues and their monetary value. I know. Although we don't know if the Yatagarasu will really make an appearance. I suppose we should still spend some time examining this place. Yeah, we could do ourselves a little Miles Edgeworth ace investigation of this area. There are pamphlets about the two embassies here on this table. Still looks weird to me. The country split in two a few years back, and they've shared the building and its grounds 50-50 ever since. Oh? Guess it's because they don't have the money to build two separate ones, huh? I should think that's not the reason why, Kay. I suppose I'll just help myself to one of these. Well, I presume it's the same building that would have been there originally. But, you know, it's the when they were one country, we just split the building in two, kind of. Because, I mean, if it happened really recently, they probably haven't time to build new embassies. What is all the hubbub, bub? Ah! Hey, look! It's the Steel Samurai! And he's got his son, the Iron Infant, with him. Well, no matter. We don't desperately want his autograph or nothing. Be cool, Edgeworth. Just be cool. Don't let him know that you want to talk to him. Pretend to mingle. What the hell is going on? There's like... I started doing my bit, and then the dialogue is just going at a mile a minute, man. I suppose there's no graceful way to enter this conversation. What the fuck was she saying? I've seen a lot of these shows in a bunch of other places, but today's show was like it was like a comedy, you know what I mean? And that last movie, the Steel Samurai Sushi Slash, couldn't help but laugh. You know, right? That Pink Princess movement's really stiff. In the middle of the show, I could swear I heard her hip crack. I know, I totally thought that too. Pink Princess is a bad hip, seriously? Just what were they thinking? Damn true, partner, damn true. 10 more minutes. No, and 5 more minutes. Isn't it really bad for me to spend time doing this? It's no use. Would someone please tell me what I should do? You appear to be troubled by something. May I be of any assistance? Leave me alone! I'm trying to figure out the right time to talk to that girl over there. And if I mess up, it's because I'm talking to you right now. Somebody get the feeling he's about to fall flat on his face. Well, let us do as he wishes and leave him alone. Those are some nice flowers. I wonder who they're from. The Gatewater Hotel. Gatewater Imperial Hotel? Where's this, Mr. Edgeworth? It's an ultra-luxurious hotel that sponsors the Steel Samurai series. I've been there once to investigate a case. Oh, what kind of case was it? I believe it was related to the Nickel Samurai and the Jamming Ninja. Oh, I remember reading about that. You must be the head of the Steel Samurai affairs down at the prosecutor's office, huh? I should think that even you can figure out that such an office does not exist, Kay. Yet. Is there something I can do to help you with? I was wondering what is beyond these doors. It's the Alabastian Embassy. Now, unless you have some business, I suppose I can't really claim to have any business with the embassy right now. Well, you don't have to be so rude about it, Mr. Guard. Huh. Kind of looks like he's like holding like a really comically long lance. A little bit, if you don't think about it. The national flag is on display here. The crest on it features a flower. Flowers and butterflies are kind of rare motifs for flags, don't you think? Yes, usually we just pick 3 colors and say, yep, that'll do. And then we get pissed when the flag that looks exactly the same as some other country's flag gets mistaken. The citizens also love the rich, bountiful nature around them. Like, I've said this before. Fuck the tricolor flag. Basically, like, I don't know. The French can have it, and the Dutch can have it. Everyone else, you've got to change your flags. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules, but if you have a tricolor flag, or even like any flag that's like, or like the dual color flag, nope, got to change it. Sorry. Those 2 can keep it, because, well, French popularized it, and the Dutch technically had it first, but I'll let them have it. Everyone else, got to change your flags tomorrow. Get on it. Citizens also love the rich, bountiful nature all around them, thus the design. If the Steel Samurai got popular enough, do you think they'd put him on their flag? Are you in your right mind, Kay? Or maybe the Jammin' Ninja would make a better candidate. Don't make me laugh. Only the Steel Samurai deserves such an honor. This is the perfect angle! Go, my image. Travel across the wave world and into every TV set around the globe. A more honest approach to appearing on TV might serve your ambitions better. And we're here, reporting live from the Theatrum Neutralis. As you can see, tonight's audience is full of enthusiasm. Oh, hey, it's you. Let's see what this member of the audience has to say. Well, okay, that's good. Let's do one more run-through. Excuse me, when you are ready to film for real, would you mind giving me a call? I sense that she didn't hear a single word I just said. It appears this child is watching a video from the first season of The Steel Samurai, episode 7. We're approximately 8 minutes into the film. Show. Thing. Go, keep on fighting until your last breath. Go, my hero, the Steel Samurai. Completely absorbed in singing the theme song? I see. I'll let the child watch in peace. There's a flat panel, a tape deck, and a row of Steel Samurai videos on the table. I suppose it's so visitors can watch an episode or 2 at their leisure. I guess it really is just that popular, huh? Yes, although I never thought I would see it reach this level of popularity. I wonder why they decided to call in the Steel Samurai for an event like this. I mean, it's like they intended to cut the 2 countries apart with the Steel Samurai sword instead. Wouldn't that go against the whole point of this event? What's up, girlie? I don't remember your name, but... What in tarnation are they? Come on, Big Scoop. Hey, mister, out of the way. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Or you're the Nessie girl. Something like that. I seem to remember this woman from somewhere. Yet my instincts are directing me not to engage in conversation with her. Perhaps it would be best if I left her alone. These flowers were sent by Global Studios. Global Studios? That's where they filmed the Steel Samurai television show. They have been producing hit after hit recently, so the studio is being remodeled. Oh, I read about that in the papers the other day. That mascot of theirs is also getting a facelift too. What's its name? You mean Mrs. Monkey? Yeah, I thought it was something like that. You really have a great memory. Ha! Never underestimated my powers of recollection. Something I can help you with? I was wondering what is beyond these doors. The Babalese embassy is just beyond these doors, sir. Do you have some business with the embassy? Do you require immediate access? No, that is quite alright. Are you sure, sir? Anyone and everyone is always welcome to the Republic of Babel. Well then, since we're here, an embassy isn't some sort of theme park, okay? You're such a buzzkill. The national flag of the Republic of Babel is on display here. The crest on it features a butterfly. It's really rare to see a national flag feature an animal on it. I mean... Yeah, I'd say in the grand scheme of things it is pretty rare. Now, would we count a butterfly as an animal? Not really, I can list at least a few off for you. Okay, then are any flags with really chick things on them? I mean, not that many with animals on it. I'm honestly, like, I'm thinking. And I keep thinking of the fucking Welsh flag, which that's a dragon. That doesn't count. Chick things? That's pretty vague, okay? On my destination, there aren't really any flags that feature a chick object. That's too bad, because if there was, I was thinking about stealing it. And what exactly would you do with a stolen national flag, okay? Okay, that's good. Alright, give me a dramatic slam right there. Stop, hey, do you mind? Get out of the way, buddy. Okay, once more. In 3, 2, 1, action. Okay, was that my fault just now? You really, stole the show there, Edgeworth. Maybe you're a thief after all. He's obviously working. I guess we should leave him alone. Aw, man. May I speak with you for a second? It's the Steel Samurai. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you glaring at him for? I will win this battle of wills, for my will is like steel, samurai steel. Please excuse me. It's just that I've never seen a superhero up close before. To Mr. Edgeworth from Steel Samurai Daddy. Something man of Neo Old Tokyo? I think it says unarmed. Wanted man? Married man? Worried man? Worried man? Hey, it looks like he's written something down for you. To Edgeworth from Steel Samurai Daddy. Married man of Neo Old Tokyo. Wow, an autograph. Pretty cool. You got one, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Okay. The sketch of his face and weapon. How did he know our name, though? Mr. Steel Samurai, Ambassador Alba is waiting for you. And now the Steel Samurai will proceed to enter the Kingdom of Alabas to shake the hand of the ambassador. The Steel Samurai isn't only here for the two countries tonight, but rather can be thought of as a goodwill ambassador from our own country as well. Here he goes off to spread goodwill to the world. He really does seem like a goodwill ambassador, doesn't he? Alright, we're shooting the next segment now. Camera, or cue camera. In just a few seconds, the Jammy Ninja stage show is set to begin. After the show, the Jammy Ninja will enter the Republic of Babel. He is set to meet with the ambassador at that time. The Jammy Ninja show is about to start! We gotta get back to our seats! Regrettably, I don't have much of an interest in ninjas. Well, this show will change your mind. Come on, we have to hurry. Holy fuck, he's jamming. If we miss even a second of the Jammy Ninja's also playing, I'll never forgive you. I suppose you're not about to give me much of a choice here, are you, Kay? I could listen to that Ninja Marked for Death Lullaby song all day. His superb playing and sad melody really brought a tear to my eye. And his heart-wrenching voice. Now that's the Jammin' Ninja's greatest weapon. Those pieces of Jammin' Ninja's merchandise over there. I've got to have them. Especially with the hair sticks they're selling exclusively at these shows. They're exactly like the ones that Hero on Princess Misolo wears in her hair. Or Misolo? Misola? Anyway. Hold it right there, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes? You're thinking of going home, aren't you? Well, it doesn't seem likely the Yata-Garasu will make an appearance tonight. Most likely it was simply a prank. No way, I just know the Yata-Garasu will show. But I thought you said the Yata-Garasu doesn't send calling cards. Yeah, I did, but I figured from the very beginning this would wind up being a wild goose chase. Well, a wild crow chase in this case. But that card she sent was a genuine fake calling card. A genuine fake? Well, how can I word this? The Yata-Garasu's mark that's on the calling card is exactly the same as my mark. Get it now? Well, we've got a problem. The Yata-Garasu's been spotted in Alabust. What? You hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? Haha, so you finally decided to show yourself, you phony. Hey, what gives? I'm sorry, but I will need to search you before you may enter. What the? Hey, the Steel Samurai just waltzed right on through without one. That's because he's the Steel Samurai. If you don't want to hurry up and let me through, my phony's gonna escape. Okay, a country's embassy is considered to be part of the country itself. If you don't go through the proper procedures to enter the country... Mr. Edgeworth? I'm gonna enter through Bobble and climb over the wall.
Hold it!
Climbing over the wall is usually bad news, Kay. You would tell a prosecutor straight out that you intend to illegally enter another... Well, I mean... You're not a prosecutor for that country. Are you listening to me? Kay Faraday, and I'm coming through. Yes, and welcome. Someone stop her. (6:12 p.m. Open air stage. Strictly no admittance to unauthorized personnel. Safety helmets, boots, and high-vis vests must be worn at all times. Building site is dangerous. Parents are advised to warn children of the dangers and consequences of entering and playing on this site. I do like how it's like, no playing on the site. It's, yeah, you can play on the site, but you just gotta tell your kids that it's a bad idea first. But also, no admittance to unauthorized personnel. But also tell them that it's dangerous. Okay, where are you? Don't tell me you really did find some way over this fence. Ah! Fire! This is too big for us to handle! Looks like Yata-Garasu came to Bobble too. You accursed Yata-Garasu. Okay! You had better be alright. You'd better be okay. The Babalese Embassy Secretariat's office. I told you it wasn't me!
Hold it!
Kay, are you alright? Do I look alright to you? I'm definitely not okay. Can you do something about this woman? Mr. Edgeworth? Detective Gumshoe, what is the meaning of this? Well, sir, it's, this. Okay, that is the dude. I couldn't tell if that was just like a generic character that looked similar, if it was actually supposed to be the coaching guy. It wasn't me! He was already dead when I ran in here, hot on the heels of that fake Yata-Garasu. Look, I only came in here because I saw a suspicious person in the open air stage. A suspicious person? A long black coat and a hood over their head. I dare you to tell me that's not suspicious. When I saw that person, I immediately thought they must be the fake Yata-Garasu. So I chased after them into the embassy and then into here and then lost sight of them. But I just know that person is the one who did it. What are you so worked up over? There's no reason for you to be this loud. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're Agent Long's secretary. Sheena, I believe, is your name, correct? Not wrong. And if you are making an arrest, I assume you have evidence that it was Kay who committed the crime. Is that also correct? You refuse to answer. Gosh, she's so cool. Don't need to answer. Ugh. You are merely a prosecutor in this country, meaning you have no investigative authority. Hey, pal! Just what the heck does... What do you mean, investigative authority? Since when have we cared about that in this gosh dang great country we all live in? If it happened here, it's under Mr. Edgeworth's jurisdiction. The end. And seeing as how this building is sitting on our soil, we can investigate wherever we like. Well, actually, I don't know if that's necessarily true. Unfortunately, Detective, embassies are a different matter. Huh. This office is considered to be part of the Republic of Bobble, which means that anything that happens in here defaults to the control of the Bobblese government and Bobblese law, giving them exclusive extraterritorial rights. Extraterritorial rights? You mean, so you really believe the truth is out there? Basically, our country's laws do not apply inside the embassy of another country. That's what was agreed to by our respective governments. Our authority to investigate was effectively nullified the second we entered this place, which means we can do little here in this situation. No way, sir. Can't believe the damn aliens outsmarted us like that. Please leave this matter in Interpol's hands and go home. Mr. Edgeworth? Hey, you're not Mr. Edgeworth! In that case, allow me to join your investigation. Oh. Miss Von Karma? That... That's a Paliano? I truly appreciate you allowing me to join the investigation. It's really nothing. Manny was my secretariat, so of course I want to help you as much as I can. In fact, it's a blessing that Interpol agents were able to make it so quickly. Francesca? Well, never imagined I'd meet you here of all places. This is an embassy, meaning you have no authority to conduct.
Hold it!
Already, what is it? Ambassador Paliano. And you are? I'm Miles Edgeworth, public prosecutor, an ace investigator. I ask that you please allow me to investigate this case as Miss Von Karma's assistant. Assistant? Miles, what the heck do you think you're... Please, I implore you, Ambassador. Very well, I'll be counting on you too, Miss Von Karma and Miss Edgeworth. What do you mean by you'll be Miss Von Karma's assistant? Does that mean I get to be assistant to the assistant prosecutor? I don't exactly have a choice, do I, Detective? If I don't become Francesca's assistant, I can't participate in this investigation. There you go again, running into the mouth with that aloof expression on your face. Francesca, please. I don't know what you're planning quite yet, but at least I do know one thing, that you are my subordinate. Just remember my whip is always ready to wake you up should you have a brain lapse. Of course. I'll keep that in mind. If you're done playing games. Right, let's begin the investigation. Alright. By the way, Detective, I suppose it's a bit late to be asking, but why are you here? Also, you don't have to hold her in the fucking death grip the entire time. Well, better late than never, I guess, sir. I was placed on guard duty for the Bobblese embassy today. And why are a police guard at an embassy? Because I asked real nice if I could do it. Well, on account of the card they got from the Yanagarasu. They called us up and asked for our help, sir. and because we've been searching for the Yata these past 7 years. It was more or less mutually beneficial arrangement, if you ask me. Except for how mutually unbeneficial this has all turned out to be, I suppose. Looks like you failed to competently perform your guard duty yet again. Look forward to your next salary negotiation, although it's out of my hands. But sir, if I get cut anymore, I won't be able to buy even instant noodles anymore. Please? There we go. I forgot you don't click on them, you have to hit the dang old space bar, man. The ceiling fan must have fallen from the ceiling. By God, is this what it means to be an ace investigator? A ceiling fan? What does one of those do? What does it seal off, partner? Exactly what it sounds like it does. It's a fan that is installed in one's ceiling. Well, if I had one of those in my room, I bet I'd go dizzy from staring at it as I slip. Detective Gumshoe, in the real world, we close our eyes when we sleep. I did it again. Help! Because this is a national treasure, I can ask that you please not to touch it. I am afraid the only ones allowed to touch it are myself and the Secretariat. But there's a possibility that it's related to a murder, wouldn't you agree? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, why don't we give up for now? We can force him to let us investigate it later when I get my gun back. I'm on administrative leave because of, well, I mean, the incident, Mr. Edgeworth. I suppose I don't have a choice here. This must be one of the Prima Duck statue Kay's was talking about earlier. Is it just me, or does this man look just like the Steel Samurai? They could be twins. Only Amba and Secretariat can touch? I think it's funny they abbreviated Ambassador. When, well, I guess actually, how many letters? I can't count. I guess it does have slightly more letters, maybe. Hey, it's another butterfly. I believe it is the symbol of the Republic of Babalol. A drawing this big on the wall of an embassy. It definitely conveys a sense of overwhelming patriotism. I guess. Seems pretty standard, honestly. Well, I got a lot of patriotism too, sir. The reason I became a cop in the first place because I wanted to protect our country. You may want to, Detective. However, I've yet to see the fruits of your desire. Yeah. Honestly, you know what, Mr. Edgeworth? I feel like you get off on being mean to me. You're one of them, what they call a sadist. Mm-hmm. You and that Francesca chick. I saw that in my word of the day calendar yesterday, Mr. Edgeworth, and I finally got to use it in a sentence. Mr. Edgeworth, there's still something on this display rack, sir. Knives, huh? Although the blades are all that remain of them, unfortunately. Guess the handles all got burnt off by the fire. Ah, so even the knives fell victim to the fire. Ambassador, are these knives yours? Why, yes they are. They are a special set of ornamental knives featuring the national symbol of Babalol. These butterfly-themed knives, along with Alabast's own set of knives, are comprised of 3 knives each. But I can't believe the Babalese ones have been reduced to this state. Ornamental knives, huh? There's a small release on the tang of the blade. Ambassador, what is this notch here for? Ah, that! It is a feature these knives wherein you can freely exchange the handles on them. So that we can change how they look to fit the station, of course. I see. So these knives are constructed so that the handles can be easily removed. Okay. So, could just be the handles were stolen, not necessarily burnt up. These shelves are lined with American souvenirs and memorabilia. Really strange, is it? Man, I thought this was the Babalese embassy. So, why are so many American souvenirs, sir? Because America rules every country in the world, Detective. Perhaps the Babalese are studying American culture and our tourism industry? They have plans to make the Babalese tourism industry truly flourish. And they would need to observe and study other countries' methods, I suppose. speaking of tourism, I got these from the blonde guy earlier, sir. He said that if I bring these with me to Bobble, I can trade them in for a few buffets. How do you expect to travel? Well, the whole world is connected by ocean, sir. I figured I was just gonna swim. And for an all-you-can-eat buffet, I'd swim all the way to Bobble if I had to. Sorry, I was pretending to be you, sir. I was pretending I was fucking boring. Fucking got his ass. Yeah, Gumshoe. Can a few simple coupons really motivate people to do such fantastic things? Yeah, Edgeworth, have you seen the fucking economy here lately? I'd also be swimming across the ocean for an all-you-can-eat buffet. It's all you can eat. Looks like this was once a magnificent grandfather clock, but has fallen victim to the fire. It looks exactly the same. Mr. Edgeworth, is it okay for me to talk about the clocks in my house, sir? If they're unrelated to the case, I hope you'll refrain from sharing, but... Well, it's just one clock I made by myself. The timer's on it. That's quite enough, Detective. Timer on it manages to audit... There are still some burnt objects scattered on the floor. Well, burnt things get burnt up, then they become burnt things, you know? No, because there's no way to prove the burnt thing started out as a burnt thing. Was it a burnt thing or was it not? I have no idea what's what anymore. There's one of them, what do you call philosophical problems, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, I suppose it's a bit hard for someone with a burnt out light bulb to comprehend. Miles Edgeworth. What? Let me tell you something. You are currently my subordinate. And if you wish to convince everyone else of that, you will speak to me with respect. What's with the giddy glint in her eyes? I don't think that'll really be necessary, Francesca. Oh, really? Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the fact that you are still under me. I thought Francesca was flying around the world in pursuit of the smuggling case. Then why is she here at this embassy? Okay. You ever seen one of these before? What about your prosecutor's badge? I have one too, you know. Oh yeah, so you do. Seeing as I'm not currently a proper prosecutor, thought I'd give presenting it a try. Is that any way for you to act with your superior? As if threatening a whipping is a proper way of lecturing someone. Mr. Karma, what do you think of this piece of evidence? Well, since you asked so nicely as my subordinate, I'll answer you. As your superior, I must also make sure that my subordinates grow on the job. Therefore, please gather your own thoughts together first and try presenting again. It's simple, I don't have any thoughts about that would have sufficed. No need to be mean. Oh, you don't think about the... Okay, you don't think about this K chick? Ambassador who will do absolutely anything for his country's tourism industry. That dude's supposed to be 31, brother. Man, they hit his... Oh, fuck. That's a rough looking 31, man. I mean, Gumshoe's looking positively youthful next to that. I was investigating the Alabastian embassy when I got wind of this mess. That's right. Yana Grassi was due to appear at the embassy as well. Yes, but the difference is that we didn't have a fire over there. Although there was an incident at the Alabastian embassy as well. But I left Agent Lang in charge of the case and came over here. Ah, so Agent Lang is here as well. Obviously, his secretary's here. Or assistant, or whatever. I forget what her real title is. I didn't mean to be a dismissive. She's pretty cool looking. Granted, it's not that she only has worth because she's cool looking. Let's stop this conversation. What? He's in the Alabastian embassy acting as a bodyguard for Ambassador Alba. However, he seems to have a different reason for being there. The suspect in the murder that occurred in this office is that little girl I see. Is she perhaps trying to be the Yatagarasu? Kay would never harm a soul, sir. Kay? You remember, do you not? About that case we investigated together 7 years ago? Obviously I remember, Edgeworth. I would have to be a complete and total fucking idiot to not remember. That girl is the daughter of the victim in that case, Mr. Faraday. Ah, so she's that feisty little girl. Kay has been on the trail of the Yatagarasu, which is how she ended up there. Looking for the one who took her father's life. I see. Kay's trying so hard, but you know what? The Yatagarasu just keeps on tricking us all. How so? Yatagarasu sent a card saying, "I'll be there to steal your dirtiest secret." And, I mean, I was in the laundry hamper the whole time, and he never came in there. All we've had is an arson and a murder. Lab boys are going in circles. You know what this is, sirs? It's a breach of contract, and it's going on the rap sheet. If you ask me, I'm perfectly fine with the fact that nothing was stolen tonight. Well, I mean, you don't know nothing was stolen. I do wonder, though, if Callisto Yu really is the Yatagarasu. I can't believe that Manny fell among the thieves tonight. Without him, I have no idea what my schedule for tonight is. Ambassador, I believe your schedule tonight will consist of listening to reports from the police, that and only that. I ask you to cooperate not only for your own sake, but for Mr. Cochin's as well. You are a rather strong man, aren't you? How fascinating. Yeah, I know it isn't much, but I'd like you to have these. I'm sorry, but it would be against my principles to accept a bribe. Oh, no. These are simply coupons we distribute to promote Babble. Remember, we offer a large number of discounts and offers when you visit lovely Babble. Now remember, the Republic of Babble is known for its feverish tourism industry. Oh, is that a prosecutor's badge? It has a very cool design. Ah, I know. We should start selling items like this as souvenirs in Babylon. The tourists will absolutely go nuts over them. Don't compare a proud symbol of my profession to a cheap souvenir. This statue remembers that hero, the Steel Samurai, don't you think? I was thinking, what would you say to changing its name to the Steel Samurai statue? It just might attract a few more tourists to our country if I did, right? I'm not sure what to think. I thought that thing was a national treasure. No, Mr. Edgeworth, dollary dues are a national treasure. Dollar bills, greenbacks, dividends. Fastener, I was wondering if you might have some thoughts on this. I think that you would know more about the case than I. So let me make it up for you not knowing anything with these coupons. Thank you, however, I feel I must decline. I was wondering if you might tell me a bit about the deceased. He was my secretary in the embassy secretariat charged with running the whole place. He was an admirable man. His death is a great loss to our country. He was in charge of everything: accounting, printing, taking care of our national treasures, cleaning, cooking, shining my shoes. The works. Did you say printing? Our country's primary source of revenue is our tourism industry. So in order for us to print the necessary pamphlets, flyers, coupons, etc., we have a printing press here at our embassy. I see. Please excuse my forwardness, however. I feel I should mention that I have a distinct impression that I've met him before. Ah, yes. Since you are the legal profession, I suppose you might have. After all, Manny was involved in the KG-8 incident, as they call it. The KG-8 incident? The defendant who was found innocent in that case was Manny. So you're Mr. Cochin, the same man as the one in the case? Obviously. It's been 10 years. Manny recovered personally from that case and dove enthusiastically into this job. So I'm supposed to believe that's a picture of a 21-year-old? Brother. Ooh. He was the one who planned this event and was to oversee this embassy's renovations. It really is a shame he has such a bright future ahead of him, because he was such a young buck at only 31. I know, hard to believe. What exactly do you mean earlier by renovations? Well, we can't have tourists and visitors at our embassy when we're a poor nation, can we? Renovating the embassy is something of an investment. We may have a rather paltry budget, but we're trying our best to make do. However, I guess the only person who could have helped us do our best is now no longer with us. Alright. So... yeah, we're at 50 minutes, so we can go and call it here. We will continue investigating and chatting to folks next time. Nah, man. We saving here. But for now, we will bid adieu, and we will continue the Turnabout of Blaze next time. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part, and bye, guys.